You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Oh, my bad. I had you muted, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there we go. What's happening? Gators versus everybody. Thank you for joining in, man.
Yes, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, everybody.
Already. My boy, what's going on, man? Happy holidays.
Man, you too, man. You know, I'm finally able to breathe and talk and sound like a human. Boy, it's been a rough one. You hear me?
Yeah, but you was over there damn bad last week. I had to go to that Falcon game anyway, man. You know, I had to go see my birds. I hadn't been to a Falcon game all season, so got to go last week and watch them boys give it up on the last play of the game. You know how they do.
Hey, man. You know,
we get creative in ways that we lose. We find new ways to lose every week. I be amazed and shocked. I think that's why I go root for the Falcons, because they always come up with a new way to lose and let me down. It's never the same. So
it's creative. You gotta appreciate that. Man. Now, boy was sick. I felt we was about to do the show last week, and I was like, man, I said, bro, I'm about to pass out. It was like 9 in the morning. I said, fam, I'm going for the day. You hear me? I was dope up. Yeah, man. So I still got a little cough, but ain't son, it ain't much to get through, whatever.
KB2, what's happening?
So yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, my boy.
What do you want to start with? You know, it's transfer portal. Everybody asked me about the transfer.
Let's start with the Gators.
What's going on with the transfer portal? Why are these people transferring?
Damn it, man.
If you don't realize by now what's going on in the world of college football, it's completely different. The world of college football, when it comes to transferring and portals, is not the same. It's not always the players leaving because they feel like they've been did wrong. Sometimes the coaches tell the players, like Dion did, you need to go find somewhere else to go because I know what's coming in and I know what we really got. Or we might be moving to a different thing schematically that you might not be well in. So a lot of times when y'all see how these players jump in the portal, it's not always about them wanting to leave. It's not always about NIL. That does have a big thing to do with it in some cases. Some players feel like, hey, I can go make more money at another university. That's not always the case either, though. Sometimes, like you said, it's just not a fit anymore. Or sometimes the player wants the new environment, fresh start. A lot of different reasons why, but that transfer portal, I think we, as of right now at Georgia, we have 11 players in the portal. Last year, we had 12 players in the portal. So it doesn't bother me. I know we've stacked the cupboard with talent. You got other players coming in. I think we just signed the Vanderbilt wide receiver who was killing us in the Vanderbilt game. So I knew Kirby was going to go for him. But, yeah, transfer portal, man, it doesn't bother me anymore. Looking at the names going out, looking at the names coming in. It's just a transfer portal. It's the age we live in when it comes to college football, man. People are going to transfer every year. So it's nothing, nothing going to stop. Recruiting-wise, you know, you got to look at the recruits coming in. If you got a recruit that's a highly talented 5-star and you got a 2-star, 3-star player who's been barely making it, he's probably going to lose that position. He's probably going to transfer out.
Or a 4-star guy that's been there for 2 years that hasn't really cracked the depth chart. And I think that's what you see a lot. Like when you look the headlines, you're like, oh, former 5-star, former 4-star. And it looks, what's going on, Drake? What goes into it, and people get like blinded by the stars and the names from the 2020 cycle, 2021. It's like, yo, they weren't able to play. Like that star stuff is just a gauge on, you know what I'm saying, what, you know what I'm saying, talent may be and all that stuff like that. It's not a guarantee. So yeah,
No.
man, these guys that leave after 2 or 3 years, they don't. It's college, man. It's college athletes. These 17 to like 22, 23. Anybody
Yeah,
else?
I don't think you're gonna see that. I know they got that COVID extension. If you played during that time, you got like
It's
an extra
over
2
now.
years of eligibility. But I think
Yeah.
that's done now. I don't think
I
you
think
can
this upcoming season is
the last
it.
one.
Like the last, like KJ Jefferson's the last. Like he's this. They said the
6 year
last.
senior. Yeah, he's I think the last one. Like I think
Yeah.
that day and age is done. I understand why they did it, but at the same time, with NIL, you don't have players rushing out of college anymore to go to the pro. Look at
Nah.
Marvin Harrison Jr. Do y'all think he should stay? Do y'all think he should go?
Man.
That's the biggest one. I think that's the battle that everybody's watching to see a dude that family probably already has money. He's not money hungry. Do you just love the college and love your school and try to help Michigan, try to help beat Michigan, or do you chase your dreams and go play in the NFL and go ahead and get that bag? Because they're talking about him making $20 million in NIL. Why would I leave? Me personally, why would I leave?
Fam, look, you're not going to be. I mean, yes, you may be treated like everyone else on campus as far as football, like conditioning, working out, but you're a tip-top shape athlete. You ain't worried about running sprints in stadiums. Your class is pretty much done if you have classes left, and then you collecting a whole extra check. Like you figure the 4 years with the 5-year add-on, you're getting 20 mil a year if you're a top 5 pick, which you will. So you're just getting another year of 20 mil. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, why would I leave? There's no point. I understand you can get hurt. You can maybe, blow your knee out, never play football, a possibility again. I mean, that's a possibility. Any day you walk out your house, you could possibly get hurt. Yeah, we've seen players slip in the bathroom and have a concussion from a head injury. So you can't really protect yourself or think about it in that manner. I think you just have to make the best decision for you. You know what I mean?
But even now, like you see Jameson Williams, when he tore his knee up in the championship, the conference championship, he still went high.
Yeah. I thought he had tore his knee up yesterday, bro, in that play with the Lions when he went up and grabbed that ball and they came down on the back of his legs. I thought he was done again.
Yeah.
I swear.
But yeah, man, it's different, man. You got Aaron Rodgers, he a dinosaur, and he coming back same year that he ruptured the Achilles. Like this healing process is just different than what it was 5 years ago. But the portal, man, it's crazy. And I was watching. Shout out to Stephen Harris, Gator legend, who's active on Twitter. He does a show sometime called High Top Sports. Shout out to those guys. Where he was talking about guys entering the portal and how, as fans, we sit back and we assume why they're in the portal. You see a guy who hasn't played a lot, you're like, oh, he must have been pushed out. You see a guy like Princely or like a guy that was a stud on his team hit the portal, you assume NIL. Like those are just the assumptions that what it is. You hear a kid going, being recruited at one school, maybe flipping, automatically assume it's NIL. And he was like, that's not always the case because he talks to these players, and some players are pushed out because they're going to be doing like new strategy, the new alignments, the defense is going to be different. So they, they move stuff out the way. What's going on, D? So it's just, there's so many reasons. And I wish the players would come out and say, yo, man, the coach told me that I'm not going to be a fit for this.
No, you can't do that. You can't.
I know they can't, but I think it would alleviate, it would take the outlook because like a guy for us, right? Say like Chris McClellan, he hit the portal and people automatically was like, they had people were like, oh, that's NIL based. Then some people were like, oh, he just wants to win. Then he was like, it ain't none of that. And it's like, could you imagine like maybe he didn't fit the defensive scheme. He isn't big enough to be a D tackle, but isn't small enough to be an end. So they're like, hey, you may want to go somewhere where you may have a better fit. And they should put it back on the coaches, but then it looks bad to other coaches. If
I was going to say that. I don't want you to come into my program bashing me if I don't do something you like. If I just seen you leave Florida and you were talking bad about that coach. So you might kind of hurt yourself as far as the opportunities you may get with doing that. And I get it. Everybody got podcasts now. They got a lot of the University of Georgia players on the players podcast talking about them just wanting a different opportunity. a lot of people who recruited them with this coach Fran is at Syracuse. Syracuse about to be the SEC team of the big what is it, ACC? Because that coach is bringing a lot of players who are talented. Don't get me wrong, but they were just young and inexperienced. So to be able to get some of those guys that are raw and haven't had a chance to really play at Georgia, that's a huge win for Syracuse. That program is going to be different. ACC may need to be on notice about Syracuse, just being honest. Now, Florida, I haven't seen you guys talking about shit in this quarter.
Well,
have you hired your coaches yet? I know you was up in the last few weeks. KB been going off.
I've been going. He been on Twitter with the rest of the Gator family. Billy.
Y'all just burn it down, burn everything down at this point. It was cool at first. Now y'all just want to burn the whole damn place down. So has he made any announcements as far as coaching wise? I haven't seen any. So
defensive line coach, no. The DB coach, we got I believe his name is Harris from the Chargers. He was in the Chargers assistant DB, but he was with Washington when Washington was going crazy. When they had those players in the DB, he was their DB coach. He recruits well. Like it's a good hire, like good fit. You see, he active on social media. He with the lingo, the swag, like the kids love him. So it was I think it was a solid hire. But the D-line coach, no word on the D-line coach. There's rumors of who it could be. This person, it was supposed to be the Texas A&M D-line coach that went to Syracuse, but he took the defensive coordinator position. So, I mean, you can't be mad at a guy taking the defensive coordinator position in the ACC school, but that was supposed to be our D-line coach. That's that whole handshake thing that never works out in people's favor. But as far as players in the portal, I was very frustrated with Billy's his movement in the portal until I took a step back, right? And I was like, well, let me see what the hell really going on. And right now, like Billy, they're going after two positions. Three. They're going after
what positions are those?
They're going after like a receiver, like one maybe two receivers, one or two O linemen, and like some safety, like DB safety help. That's where that's what their focus is right now. I think it's because there's a shortage with the recruiting. Billy, right now we have the most freshmen like on a team, right? We have like a crazy amount of freshmen, and we're right now we're in a position of unknown. You have guys who were just graduated, guys who potentially may be going to the NFL, may not. I can name about 7 guys that are considering going to the NFL, and they have to. Yeah, and we have guys who are trying to get their draft grades and all that stuff, but they don't have to announce till January. So guys like that are like a Montrell Johnson who could go out and he's weighing like, do I leave? Be a 3rd, 4th round pick? Do I stay and try to get higher? Like, Jason Marshall. You got guys like that are going to be tweeners in the draft, and that are considering coming back or leaving. So you got players holding up those spots. Then you got guys that you're trying to recruit and hold down your 20 to 25 players.
Y'all just lost the safety.
Not officially. I got my theory on that one. But there's players.
What's his name? Fewitt, whatever his name is. When he put up that graphic, it's usually 100% correct. He ain't putting up no graphics and then taking them down.
No, believe me, they be wrong. I've personally talked to recruit who gave them the wrong information. Like they do that shit. Like these kids, you can't go 100% off these crystal balls and stuff no more. Like they really be like lying to these the old white guys that do the recruiting stuff. They be lying. Like they really do be lying. Sometimes they right, but very often none of them are above 90%. None of them. Like it's the change. But for Billy, but I think what he's doing, he's trying to finish his class strong, like as far as early signing day, and get everybody that's committed to sign early. So that way he knows exactly how many scholarships he has available. And that way, going to the January portal window, you can be more aggressive and say, okay, I have 78 scholarships. I know. So I can get 5 guys, and then I can maybe put a couple of those gray shirts so I can get 10 guys. Then you could be a little bit more aggressive, but you don't want to get 10 guys in a portal now. Then only 2 NFL guys leave, and then you're going to kick their relationship, kick their scholarship, or the freshman coming in, and then you got to, it's a lot of shit that will happen. So why I don't like the optics of how he's moving. They need to release a press release, have something leak as far as what they're trying to do.
Oh man, stop that!
Because it looks terrible. It looks
nobody's
terrible.
gonna leak nothing and do all that just to appease
y'all.
Fans,
man. No, but it's because it looks like the optics are terrible. But I understand what they're doing. If that's 100% what they're doing, and from what I've heard, that's 100% of the game plan.
What about Coach Prime and what he's doing in this transfer portal era? I think Coach Prime's probably had the most successful 2 years in a row when it comes to the portal era. Now, don't get me wrong, FSU and Mike Norvell stay in the portal, stay killing it. Haven't really seen that this season, this offseason.
They hit on Coleman.
Yeah, I mean, but Coach Prime we complained about his offensive line. We complained about how they were getting Shador killed back there. Now he goes out, he gets the top offensive lineman in the country, and he gets 3 of the top guys from the portal. What do you think about what Coach Prime is doing out there when it comes to the portal?
Man, I think he's filling up the spots that he needs, man. He said he need an O-line. He went and got 6 of them boys from the portal. 6 from all different schools, man. I mean, he got ACC, Big 10, Big 12. Like, he got guys from all over, plus the recruiting. Jordan Seaton, they're talking about he potentially may be flipping another tackle from, I don't know if it's Miami. It's like Miami or somewhere like that.
Appreciate you for joining, Scott.
For sure. But yeah, he's flipping people, and he's doing what you would expect the coach to do. Like, we have clear deficiencies. Let's fix the issue. And I think on top of that, you have, players. You're going to get skilled players here or there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the Kentucky kids decommit, and then they're over there. You've had a couple guys that come over. He's recruiting Chris McClellan on the defensive side of the ball. He's getting D tackles. So he's getting the positions of need, and they're good players. I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe try to get 1 or 2 of them UGA boys, them linebackers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a
they
DB.
Could probably help him, but I think they're looking for most of the linebackers we got, or most of the linebackers that left us and went to the portal, aren't really looking for playing time. In my opinion, they're looking for playing time, but they're also looking for somewhere where they can still play a big game. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that people not staying up to 12 o'clock to watch Prime, but
they're in the Big 12 now. They're not in the Pac-12.
Well, yeah, that's right. They did move. I forgot about that. So maybe they'll be playing in the
they'll be playing the Oklahoma States, the TCUs, and they'll be playing those guys, the Oregons. They'll be playing those guys. Oregon State. So yeah, man. He's doing great.
He can't really say too much about it. We have to see how it look on paper, man.
Hey, man, Prime to the Swamp 2025, man. Okay, hashtag it.
Y'all need
to tag your wife, tag your kids, tag your mothers, your grandmas, the pets next door. Tag everybody. 2025.
All right, we talked about the portal. Where we going next, KB? You want to talk about this in-season tournament, man, with the Lakers?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the LA LeBrons.
The first ever in-season tournament in the LA Lakers walk away with the trophy. Now, do you think the celebration matched the actual feat that they did? Because you won the in-season tournament. Cool. But do you think the popping bottles and the smoking the cigars, do you think all that was a little, I don't know what to call it,
premature?
Premature, yeah. Because what if you don't win the NBA title? Do you think that this is okay?
I think there should be a level of celebration. I don't know if you smoking cigars and popping the bottles like that, but nobody knows how to do it. because it's never been done before. So it's one of those things. It's like, maybe It's just
It's LeBron.
I don't know,
so
man.
You don't want to say it's cheesy, or you don't want to say it's lame because it is LeBron. He's 40 years old. No one expected them to go that far and win. Yeah, everybody wants to win a championship. Everybody wants to win the NBA championship. Winning the in-season tournament really, truly doesn't give you anything. You don't even really have bragging rights because what is a one-game win and go home type situation. Whereas the NBA championship, you play in a series of games and you get time to make adjustments against teams. I mean, what are we talking about? The Lakers played who? The Pacers? Did anybody really think the Pacers is going to be there at the end over Boston, Philadelphia, or any of the real contenders in the East? No, not really. Pacers are a hot team. They came out hot. Hollowborough with that crazy shot that he got, it was kind of going down. But I think what you were able to see, though, is what the Lakers can really do when they put their mind to really playing the game. I feel like you've seen what the Lakers can really be when they really set their mind to play. And they go through AD, and AD actually responds appropriately. AD was out there killing, man. You would have thought there was a championship game or a championship series from the way he played. He kind of looked like bubble AD to me, to be honest with you.
He looked
gave
like
you a good glimpse of that bubble AD. He out there yelling, screaming, making faces, blocking shots. That's what you want to see from AD. And if he could put that together on a night-to-night basis, the boy would be
I have no faith that he put that together night to night.
But we've seen AD do this before and then go right back to come up and do 4 points and 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Or something.
Did you have A Day, B Day when you was in school?
Yeah.
He like A Day, AD is like the bubble AD. B Day is 4 points. You're gonna get every day. It's gonna be a different AD. It just is what it is, man. Like I have no faith that he will ever change. But like I try to look at it right from both sides. While I look at it, I'm like, man, y'all look crazy in there, popping bottles and doing all that stuff, absolutely nuts. I also look at it on the other side of saying, hey, you know what? Maybe you give a taste of this to the guys who've never experienced it, who be like, man, is this what it's like winning the championship? And you be like, man, this ain't shit. Like this just a little bit. This ain't the real deal. So now you kind of maybe you plant that seed in there, and the guys will be like, yo, I want to see what the real celebration. I want to see what it really be like. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, maybe you've birthed something in those guys and gave them a motivation that you can't give somebody that experience that's never had it. So maybe that type of celebration was enough to get them like, yo, that's on point. So, they say they're thinking about doing where the person who wins the tournament is guaranteed into the playoffs. What you think about that?
I don't like that, bro. They have nothing to do with each other. The stats from the playoff games don't even count towards the regular season stats. So all those stats and all that stuff, you have to take those games and kind of really just throw them away. So why would I take the person winning and make it influence the regular season's outcome when the stats don't affect the regular season stats? You see what I'm saying?
What if they make it like if you're a bubble team that guarantees you win?
What you mean? Like if you one of those what they got 7, 8, 9? I think they play.
Yeah, when you're playing spots.
No, I don't think it should correlate anything because if you win, let's say they won that tournament, right? Kind of like FSU, undefeated, but your quarterback go down. What if they go undefeated or they win the tournament? LeBron gets hurt, AD gets hurt. You're gonna still throw that team in the playoff regardless? Yeah, I don't think they should do it like that. Me personally, if they're not gonna have what the stats count toward the regular season, let's not put the wins or the losses toward the regular season. In my opinion,
I can respect that. I'm happy LeBron won it because
me too. Because Jordan never did it. Jordan never won it. Jordan never won it. Jordan never will win it. So that's one thing LeBron got over Michael Jordan. Jordan will never win an in-season tournament the way LeBron did. Nope. That's another feather in another feather in LeBron had over Michael Jordan. Yes, I like LeBron over Michael Jordan. I do. Yes, I don't think Michael Jordan can do what LeBron has ever done. Far as this ability-wise.
Overall, yeah, man.
Now, MJ is a great player, greatest of all time, one of them. But King James, I kind of feel like Shannon Sharp almost, boy. Hey, nephew gonna get nephew the greatest to ever play. When he passed Wilt Chamberlain or Kareem for that record, that was it. NCAA championship. LeBron was so good he didn't even have to go to the NCAA. Now, how about that? Jordan didn't even start when he went to the NCAA. So don't do that. Right. Jordan wouldn't even start at North Carolina. Don't do that. Don't do that, kid. Did Jordan get kicked off his high school team? Or he ain't make the team or something like that? LeBron would never.
I know y'all saw that movie.
It ain't a coach in this world that will ever say, LeBron, you ain't good enough to make their basketball team. They did that to Michael Jordan. Now, it motivated him to go get good, go work out. He always had to have a failure to go motivate him to go do something. Just like with the Pistons, when they were beating up on it, oh, I'm going to go both of them. LeBron ain't never did that. Now, LeBron went to Miami, and he had to go to Miami and learn to win, but the Cavaliers ain't never won nothing, and they ain't win with that.
He ain't have a Phil Jackson.
It's the city of Cleveland. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Right. You see they robbing scouts. They robbing scouts on visits when they trying to recruit kids. They get robbed out there.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Marcus, get your people. But yeah, man, I'm happy for the LA LeBrons. Carrying on to the off season. Basketball. I tuned in a little bit this year.
I really don't saw after Christmas.
More than I have previously. But because I've just been wanting to see the storylines, man. The Dame Lillard. There, I watched. Can't lie. Dylan Brooks went off the other night.
He did. I
was catching a couple of LeBron games.
Y'all got to give Dylan Brooks his flowers. Now we can't just sit here and talk bad about him when he do bad. The boy been in Houston. Actually, the Rockets are actually playing good. You got to give the coach that cheated on you alone. You got to give him his props too.
Ooh, he disrespectful. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about on the court. Now off the court, he ignorant.
No, I'm talking about what he did to LeBron.
Oh yeah. Shit. Oh man, did you see how he walked up LeBron and called that man the B word? Now y'all done learn about that. Now LeBron done told y'all once with Draymond, be careful with using that term. And then he's gonna have the man. What you gonna do? Gonna walk up on like, don't do that. If LeBron would have grabbed his ass and threw him in the third row, everybody would have been up and roar and all mad.
Upset. What was even better? They showed the highlights of him getting his ass whooped by LeBron when LeBron came to the league, and he was like, I get it. I see why he mad. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, the Rockets are talented. They got, and I believe they do have the right coach. I just think he was on one that day. He shouldn't have been missed. Don't be out there calling LeBron and no other players out their name. Stay your ass on the sideline, coach, where you supposed to be. Because if you can't even get out here where I can hard foul you to get my lick back for you talking shit, you ought to just stay on the sideline. There's nothing LeBron can do in game where he can get that coach back. Whereas other players, yeah, man, you go up for a layup, I'm able to throw you in the third row. But it's within the game. LeBron can't go over there and just slap that coach or slap Ime Udoka, which he should have. You call me a B word and then double back on it. Oh, yeah, you got an answer for that. I'm going to give you what you're looking for.
I'm going to give you that Draymond treatment.
No, boy, let's go there. Lord, let's go there. And good segue. Great segue right there, boy. Now, Draymond, not too long ago, we were talking about Draymond for choking out Rudy Gobert. He put Rudy Gobert in that Roddy Piper choke, that sleeper hole, and locked it. Listen, I told y'all, when you lock it up on your arm and you start pulling back, that's a real chokehold. Like you trying to take somebody out. Now the fact this man done just turned around and just closed his eyes and wailed on that boy Jokic. Not Jokic. Who he hit?
Jared, one of them.
I can't think of his name, but it wasn't Joker. I'll take that back. I know he didn't hit.
It wasn't Joker because
Joker got two brothers sitting in the stands every game, and I'm pretty sure they would just ran on the field, ran on the court, and just took Draymond out at that point. But
yeah, it was Uric or something like that.
Listen. Somebody got to get Draymond under control. We got to get Draymond some help. I don't know who he needs to talk to. He needs to go sit on one of them little couches and put his feet up. And Nurkic, thank you, Kel. He needs to put his feet up and talk to somebody, bro. Because bro got a problem. He can't keep his hands to himself. Now, bro, teammates at practice, I get it. Sometimes it get heated. Okay, you grab. Start off, you kick LeBron between the legs. Boy, like bro got a whole WWE highlight clip that you can play just of him, and that shit like 10 minutes long.
bro. It's past playing tough and physical. I think when you look at like when he stepped on dude
Come
his
on, man.
chest and like
Sabonis, he stepped on Sabonis.
this is like maybe you can play, what I'm saying, like some stuff you could play off. Maybe the kick was in the motion but this time it was just like, yo, there was no reason. He did nothing when he went. All he did was just get in a position. He didn't grab him, he didn't pull him, he just put his forearm up because he was trying to post him up, and you just swung on him. And he was like, I didn't know he was there. I wasn't trying to hit him. What was you doing? Like, what other reason was for you to swing around, swing your arms like that? There's no reason for you to swing like that. You weren't showing frustration. You weren't mad because you didn't get the ball. Like, there was no reason for you to swing, like, no reason to play that off, man. And like KD said, man, he wasn't like that his whole career. It's been getting egregiously worse. And it's like, yo, man, hopefully he get the help he need. Cause bro is out here wilding.
Yeah, I don't think you can't stay in the league too much longer. Come on, man. Like Draymond, if their final straw went choking Rudy Gobert and dragging him down the court, like you said, then before that you stepping on Sabonis you stepped on him in the torso, and then you jumped with it too. Now it wasn't like you tried to Donkey Kong. You don't remember Donkey Kong? You just jump on top of the court. That's exactly what he did. Yeah, he got.
And you on court, bro. There's hundreds of thousands of people looking at you, and it's 10 of y'all on the court.
Draymond, he ready for the big three. He need to be in the big three. They got
bro, because they fight back in the big three.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can fight over there. Over there, they got like boxing time. Almost
he need to be a wrestler. He's the same size, 6'10",
what?
270, 260. He perfect Undertaker.
And my thing, he be sitting there looking like he ain't did nothing. Like what's wrong?
He be looking lost. Like what?
Like what? What did I do wrong? Well, you just slapped that man. That man laying on the ground, holding his face, and you talking about some what? I don't think I did nothing wrong. Well, stop. What are we talking about?
If I did anything wrong, I apologize.
I have to go to jail on the street for that. You talking about, bro? You would literally go to jail on the street for doing that to somebody.
Right.
Yeah, being honest. That man was defenseless. He wasn't trying to hurt you. Draymond, but yeah, bro. I think his WWE career need to go and kick in. I don't think. What's up, Guala? Appreciate you for joining.
Yeah, man, another Gator.
The activity on this thing today. What the hell going on around here?
Man, our people have united. Hashtag.
No, y'all don't united now. Y'all all want Billy gone.
Nah, man. I think it's a lot of people that want Billy gone for different reasons, man.
I believe it. You right. Yeah, it is. Me personally, missing the bowl game, I think y'all ought to give him two more years. Two more years to get it right.
Nah, man, he got till week 6, and then week 6 he better be 5-1.
Boy,
at minimum.
I'll tell you, boy. But you look at y'all schedule next year?
Oh, I know. Hey, man, this is not a good situation for him.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, yeah, man, boy. He got to win 8 to 10 for his name to stay on the office. He got to win at least 8.
Well, they said Kirby don't fell off, so we'll see.
Right.
They said Kirby don't fell off. We might need to start looking for a new coach. That's what they said. Now I'm just telling you what they saying.
Hey, Kirby, go chase your dreams to NFL, man. Go be the Patriots.
Like Dion, bro. When you get to the point where you're not recruiting players and you paying them, that's a whole different monster you're dealing with, in my opinion. That's just me. That's a whole different type of coach.
Kirby can go be the new coach of the Patriots. I heard they firing Bill Belichick.
That's what they said. That's what they said. Well, so we segue right on into something else. Last week, man, big game. We didn't get to talk about it. We didn't get to really go over too much of it. With
my Raiders put up 63.
Now, listen, I was shocked. I said, "Is this the same Las Vegas? These look like the Oakland Raiders. These don't look like the Vegas Raiders, boy."
Hey, man,
out here doing their thing.
I tell people, look, man, it ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got it upside down. You feel me? It ain't no joke.
Appreciate you for joining, Mark. Appreciate you for coming in, man. Just hit that share button.
Name on the back. You feel me? Look how worn and torn that is. That's a lot of usage. You feel me? You see the flag behind me? The nerve to if anybody ever questioned my allegiance to a team, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I've been a Gator Raider since 10th grade. since 2003. My shout out to my Raiders putting up 63 against the Chargers at that.
They said y'all put up 0 the week before that though. That was
Hey, man. That's why you play a new game. That's why you play a new game every week, baby.
Hey man, while y'all tune in, make sure y'all go hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that share button.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you guys are tuning in to the YouTube channel. We're gonna be doing some giveaway. We got merch coming up, man. We got a lot of you see new merchandise coming. KB gonna have here next week. And yeah, man, we got the stuff coming, man. It's coming out too. Make sure you guys are subscribed to that YouTube channel, man. Hit that subscribe button for your boy. So NFC, man, NFC right now. Talk about just the top team. Let's just talk about the top team, period, on both sides of the ball, man.
God,
have you changed your mind about anything at the top over the last few weeks? Because I think we had Ravens, Chiefs, Dolphins, and then you had San Francisco, Philly, and Cowboys.
I unfortunately have to put the Cowboys at the top.
What?
I have to. There's I mean, sorry.
I was about to say, wait a minute. No, yeah.
I was talking to NFC East. Oh, I'm talking about Cowboys, Eagles. Okay. Yes, 49ers. Unless something bad happens, I don't see nobody really messing with them boys. They just they cranking on a different level.
I think in order to beat the 49ers now, these 49ers, you're going to have home field advantage, which they look like they're going to sew up. So they're not going to be a situation where they go into Philly like they did last year, and you can't really hear your offensive lineman is off whack, and you get your quarterback hurt. If they win the number 1 seed, and you got to go through Candlestick to win, I don't think anybody goes in there and beats the 49ers. That's just my opinion.
I don't think it matters where they go.
Ooh, you think they can win on the road, or now they have?
I mean, unless you go into a place that's just so hostile that, and I don't know a place like that other than maybe Philly,
maybe Dallas. You don't think
so? As far as it being loud, no, because that's it. Because they're playing in the inside, and when you playing inside, that takes away a whole different thing. When you playing the Eagles, and you have to play them December, January on a Monday night with the freezing rain and all that, like that shit different. When you playing in a nice cushion stadium like the Cowboys have, what you going to just be noisy?
That's it. Silent counts and all that stuff.
It's only going to stay noisy if the Cowboys are continuously doing good.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. And then, like I said, going back to the game from last week with the Eagles and Cowboys, that game got out of hand very quickly. I don't know if Philly trying to mask Jalen Hurts' injuries. I don't know if he's really like seriously hurt, and they all just resting for a few weeks, but they know they can't because the race for first place is so close in the NFC East. I'm worried they might get him hurt even worse because he's not playing his game. You know what I mean? When you're not injured, you're not yourself. You can't really do what you normally do, but you go out there and you still try to suffice and make up for that by doing other stuff. That's where you get the turnovers for them. They got their 2 best wide receivers dropping passes, getting blown up, getting the ball stripped out their hands, going to the ground.
Can we talk about it? We talk about it? Everything ain't Hurts' fault, man.
No, it's not. I don't think that game was Hurts' fault. Their coordinator is trash. I don't like the way he calls the games, but again, if your quarterback hurt or your quarterback got a lingering knee issue, maybe you don't call that many running plays. But they were running them at first, and he looked good. They were moving the ball, 7-7 game. After that, though, like the Cowboys made a few adjustments to take that away, and then they couldn't do anything else. But I would put that game more on A.J. Brown than Devontae Smith. Me personally, I don't think they matched the intensity of the Cowboys defense. I don't know if they just weren't ready to play that Sunday or the Cowboys defense had just turned it up to another level, but they were hitting the Slim Reaper like I've never seen him. Even versus the University of Georgia twice, I've never seen that boy take them kind of shot. And he was dropping the ball with it. It wasn't like he was getting hit and holding on to it. No, they were getting the ball out. And A.J. Brown, I mean, he's still A.J. Brown, but Stephon Gilmore, well, he probably played the best game against A.J. Brown I've seen this year. Like, you can't stop him, but at the same time, you can minimize the run after the catch. them yak yards. He usually killing it, stiff arming somebody, stepping through tackles. They had none of that. Cowboys had 3 or 4 guys to the ball every time that he touched the ball. He had multiple hats around him. They were laying hats on them. And the Eagles just stopped running the ball for some reason. I don't know why, but they just stopped running the ball.
That is the biggest change, I think.
Yeah,
this
he tried
year.
to get him. He told the man he was too old at first, and then he came back and said,
I mean,
put that old man strength on.
You have DeAndre Swift. He has 822 yards rushing for the season. Now, if I look at the 2022 regular season, he may be on par to hit 1,000. Miles Sanders ran for 1,200 last year. But I just think last year, man, that coordinator changed. And I told people as soon as the coordinator left and went to the Colts, I said, "You're gonna see, man," because that was their guy. That was their guy. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that coordinator was doing a lot.
No joke. I'm telling you. I tried to talk to my granddad one day. He grabbed me by he picked me up by my damn neck before I even knew it. I think I was like 9 or 10 years old. My granddad was in his 60s. Yeah, that was awful. You'll leave them old men alone, but old men strength for 3.
But yeah, man, I think that coordinator situation for the Eagles, Brian Johnson, I think he's a good coordinator, but you're filling in some huge shoes of the coordinator that left.
Don't y'all know him personally down there in Gatorville?
Yeah, man, he was the coordinator. He was the play caller the year that the cow to cow connection, 2019, 2020, where he went crazy. And I think Brian Johnson's a very good coordinator. I mean, clearly the Eagles are 10-3, but them little wrinkles and things that we saw last year, those aren't his plays.
And I don't think he makes adjustments that good either. He couldn't make adjustments versus the Jets. He couldn't make no adjustments against the 49ers. And as you seen last week against the Cowboys, they had no answer for any adjustments that the Cowboys made. So is he a great play caller? Still to be questioned. But is he making adjustments in game? Hell no.
That's the issue. That's the issue because at the end of the day, yes, you have great plays, but then the defensive coordinators are just as good as you are.
Dan Quinn, one of the best.
And when you adjust, you have to adjust a little bit before you expect for the other team to make you adjust. Like you do something, then you be like, all right, it works, maybe come back. Like you have to be on another thing. And this is first year as a full-time OC. And he may be going through his learning bumps. But when you do go against a Dan Quinn, it ain't too many people outside of maybe Andy Reid.
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan is going to make Dan Quinn look silly. The list is very short, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
And that's it.
So we know who we got in the NFC when it comes to the top. We said San Francisco, Philly, Dallas. Where's your next tier of teams when it comes to the NFC? Your Detroit Lions, your
Detroit
Seattle's of the world.
Man, I mean, I think it's a lot of mid. Like I'm looking at the standings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 teams that are either 5. Actually, it might be more. 8. I'm not going to count the 5s. There's 7 teams that have 6 wins or one team that has 7 in Minnesota. I don't see Minnesota getting any better because Josh Dobbs looks like he's always looked.
They benched Josh Dobbs, my boy. He's not even starting.
That's what I'm saying. Like they benched him. The Giants aren't going to look any better. Washington looks terrible. Green Bay, they may have like a game here or there to where you be like, oh, okay, they look good. Then it goes back and you're like, oh,
they lost to the damn Giants last week. Messed up my parlay.
But between Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and New Orleans, they all have 6 wins, 7 losses.
Flip a coin. And then on the West, you have the Rams who have 6 wins. Seattle has 6 wins. I don't feel confident. I wouldn't put 50 Cent on any of those teams to do anything. No idea. Yeah, the NFC is a bunch. It's like you have your good food, and then the rest of it just kind of like plain. No pun intended. But you know what I mean? It's just like the outside of the Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Eagles, it's a crapshoot. Even the Detroit Lions have so many ups and downs. I don't trust them. I don't trust the Lions that much. They won yesterday. They look pretty good doing it. Who were they playing yesterday? Who did Detroit play?
They played
The Broncos. Was it the Broncos?
Yeah, they played the Broncos.
And Sean Payton on the sideline cussing out Russell Wilson. Boy, that was horrible. Now, Russ, I told my wife, I said, now what you think Sierra thinking sitting up there in that box, looking down at that white man, that man cussing out her husband. I said, when they get on that pillow at night, they lay in bed, she gonna say, he ain't have to do you like that. You know.
They said they played feature music the whole time. The whole time the Broncos was in the warm-ups. And then as soon as he left, they changed the music.
Hey, man, free band gang, man. Shout out to
you. Yeah, that's funny.
I'm just saying. It's just, you can't, I don't know. I don't see that being a perfect marriage. No marriage is perfect. I just don't see that being a perfect union. Let me put it like that. I think Sean Payton he knows what he wants from his quarterback. He knows what he wants his quarterback to do. I think Russ is in a situation where he's like, hey, I've been doing this. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. And that's not going to mix. I think Sean Payton, appreciate you for joining, Jim. You got the damn Gator. It's 11. Oh, God.
Yeah, buddy.
He got on the worst Gator jersey. Waller, what's up, man? We appreciate y'all for tuning in. But right now, the Detroit Lions, I might put them a little bit up there, not a lot. But after the Detroit Lions, my boy, it's a crapshoot with any NFL team for real.
It's a whole lot of mid, boy, and I don't. And
he said Gators fans are all depressed. That's what the Miami fans just said. Now I'm just telling you what the Hurricanes.
Yeah, man, we ain't depressed. We're frustrated, but I think any coach, you saw any coach doing what he's doing, you would do that.
Oh yeah, we support you now. We have press service. Your team lose, come on in here. We'll talk about it. We'll make you feel a little bit better about them. Now, if you're missing the bowl, I don't know how to fix that part. I don't know how to make you feel no better. Mm-hmm. They trying to fire their coach skills. I don't know nothing about that part. I think the man deserves 4 more years, personally. I love what Billy's doing. I hope he keep it up, keep it trending in the same direction. Let's keep the Gators where they are.
Nah, man, we coming back. Look, you only can go up from here. Right?
So once you hit the ball, you can't go nowhere but up.
You know, ain't nowhere but up, baby.
So what about the AFC, man? What you think about the AFC?
Man, AFC, I'm glad Kels is on, man, because, boy, Kansas City, they look mid. Them boys look like I don't know, man. Denver, look, between Denver and us, we might sneak and take over the conference the way the Chiefs are playing.
Yeah, the Chiefs have not looked like that normal playoff Chiefs. You know what I mean? Usually they get hot around the mid-December, end of December. Haven't seen that this year. I don't think Mahomes has the weapons to get it done, personally.
Got more. I think he got enough weapons. He got his tight end. They have a younger tight end who's pretty solid. They got wide receivers. They brought back the boy from the Jets. So,
bro, the wide receivers can't.
Hey, man. At the end of the day, they catching these L's.
And they don't do nothing but get colder outside. The weather's not going to get any better in Kansas City. So Valdez Scantling dropping passes, Rice is dropping passes. I feel like they miss Tyreek Hill a whole lot.
Yeah, this year definitely, because I don't, like you said, they don't have that go-to guy that they can just rely on like they did when they had Hill, because they had Hill and they had, you know what I'm saying, Kelsey. And I told y'all, man, it's the Taylor Swift effect. I told y'all it was going to happen. Got that woman up there in them stands. You better tell her to stay her ass home. Tell her to stay her ass home.
She's selling too many jerseys, bro.
You better tell Taylor Swift to stay her ass home. I knew when they went public, I said, Jessica Simpson, Tony Romo, all over again.
Yeah, man.
We saw how it end, man. You better keep that.
Hurricanes on top. What's up, man? I appreciate you joining. 305 in the building. There you go, KB. You got the Hurricanes coming in here too now. Okay.
That's fine, man. Let them have some time, man. Let them have their time. But yeah, man, there's no elite. I mean, other than the Ravens.
I was about to say, you give me Baltimore. Cleveland
Miami
looks like
in
they're
December.
playing adequately with Joe Flacco. I didn't believe Joe Flacco. I kept telling Marcus and the rest of the Browns fan, like, hey, Joe Flacco is not it. Y'all don't want to do that. But he actually looks like he's playing pretty good. Now, can you trust Joe Flacco in the playoffs?
If you don't need him to win you a game, probably, yeah. But if you need him to have consistently above average gameplay, then no. It's not sustainable with Joe Flacco. And it shouldn't. I mean, the man got to be 50 at this point. Like, what do you expect from him? Like, he is Matt Ryan with a little bit
of arm. Yeah, he got a better arm.
With a little bit of arm strength. That's it.
Probably not a little bit better, a whole lot.
He is what the Colts thought they were getting when they got Matt Ryan.
I agree. You know what about the Colts? So the Colts have been playing good. I think they won like 5 of their last 6.
Hey man, they looking. Gardner Minshew is another one, man. Who
did they draft Anthony Richardson prematurely?
No.
You think so? You think right now Gardner Minshew is not better than Anthony Richardson?
He's probably better as far as like processing, just being in the league for as long as he has. But if they're both healthy, Gardner gonna have a seat. Like, it just is what it is. But I think Gardner is in that position to where he will always have a job in the NFL. He'll win you a few games. He'll lose you a few games. It's just one of those realities of when does the sand run out? You know what I'm saying? Of the time clock. Like, when does it run out? Because Gardner's he might put up 3 touchdowns, but he's gonna come and throw 2 picks in the game that's gonna cause you to lose.
I think this has been the first situation for Gardner where he's got a real talented team around him. A lot of people don't talk about the Colts because just as an organization, they can be kind of boring. Don't get me wrong. Even their uniforms, to me, are kind of boring. But it's just the fact that they got Pittman. You got the Alex, somebody, the tight end.
Alex Woods. You have their other wide receiver, Alec
Pierce.
You
got Pierce.
You have Josh Downs. This is Josh Downs, right?
Yep.
Downs,
you got running back.
Mo Ali Cox. You got man. That's what I told people. Anthony Richardson on that team with that coordinator as the coach now from the Eagles. Absolutely. No, you don't. No. I think in a perfect season, you start the season with Jonathan Taylor. There's no issues. He's not missing games. I think that threw a huge wrench in there because you couldn't lean on the run game like you can lean on the run game now. Like, it's different. And
but Jonathan Taylor
and Gardner Minshew is not bad. I think he was in a shitty situation and went to Jacksonville because like you're not gonna play ahead of Trevor Lawrence. I think he'll be good. Somebody like Tampa Bay next year that just has a huge question at quarterback. You can bring in the Gardner Minshew to go with your rookie and, you know what I'm saying, ride him until it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a situation to where maybe the Saints, they get tired of Carr. They can bring in Gardner to compete. So, I mean, I think Gardner has a opportunity to go in there and really get some things going. But, yeah, no, this is Anthony's team.
I got you. But he got to be able to stay healthy. You got to learn how to get out of bounds. You got to learn how to get there. This ain't college, bro. You can't
that 245 ain't hitting the same.
Yeah, you can't run everybody over in the NFL, my boy. These guys are all big, strong, and fast. Not just you. So
right.
I think, in a situation like that, AR is going to have to learn how to get himself down, man, protect himself more, and then also protect the football, bro. They had a lot of turnovers too. But again, processing time and all that stuff should speed up when it comes to that. So you got the Baltimore Ravens, you got the Chiefs. What about the Buffalo Bills and the Dolphins, man? The Dolphins let go of a game last week that was ugly. They should have won that game.
Man, I don't know how they lost that.
Tyreek Hill with this ankle injury now. I'm sorry, but when you got a fast wide receiver, any type of lower extremity injury is going to affect him. What do you think about the Dolphins and the Bills?
Man, I'm watching the Hard Knocks, and you want them. It's like you want them to be successful, right? You love the storylines. But just like last year, it was like, yo, December we sucked. We lost 4-5 straight. They looking like they is on par. Like I don't know what it is with the Dolphins and like I forgot who said it, but the identity of the coach, real cool, fun guy, but that seriousness of like
And
of the
bro,
moment.
he be fresh on the sideline too now.
Yeah.
He
It's
be
off
fresh,
whites
bro.
and
Got
all
the
that.
Breitling watch
The Louis
on, the
Vuittons
touchdown
and all that.
rollers. He got the off whites on. You know what I mean? He
Man.
got the Cartier yays. Okay, I see you, but
But when it's time to put on that hard hat and put on them black forces, it's different. And that's where guys like Mike Tomlin take over. Those be the when you go into the end of the season and you have a coach like Mike Tomlin and you have a coach like Daniels. That's why the Pittsburgh is always in the position to make the playoffs because they play serious football and they have fun here and there, but it's serious. And the Dolphins have a lot of fun, and they have to get that. They have to get to that point to where they know they can flip that switch and turn shit up when they need to. And I don't think they have that in them. Like they just don't have the identity.
it's crazy
And
too.
and it hurts them.
Because defensively, you got Jalen Rams on one side, Xavier, what's it, Xavier Woods on the other side, or whatever his name is on the other side.
Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard, sorry. You got two all-pro cornerbacks. You got Wilkins on the inside. You had that boy from Miami. Well, he went down with that Achilles injury. I think that kind of hurt them a little bit with Mr. Phillips.
Yeah, man,
They got enough names though to be winning, in my opinion.
Bradley Chubb, all that.
They got enough names over there where they should have no excuse, and they really should be winning. But I can't really say that one person goes out and they tank. It's more than one person, as you can see in Kansas City. Tyreek Hill's impact on the way defense play is huge. Kelsey had a lot more room in the middle of the field when they had Tyreek Hill on the outside, taking the safety and the cornerback, taking two cornerbacks on the safety with him. So,
but I think the Chiefs had that initially because people respected Kadarius Toney. They respected Valdez Scantling. They were like, yo, these guys get busy.
Oh man.
But what happened is when you show that you can't catch the ball consistently, now I'm like, shit, I'll leave you on the island. Because it's a 50-50 chance you'll beat my guy, then cut that in half that you even gonna catch the goddamn ball. So at that point, I'm gonna double Kelsey, shut that down, and play the run against Pacheco when y'all do use him, and then force Kadarius Toney to beat you. And that ain't right now. That ain't.
Baltimore Ravens have the perfect team to stop.
Man,
the Chiefs.
Defensively, good boy.
Offensively, the Baltimore Ravens have a complete team, and I believe they can stop those high-powered offenses of the Kansas City of the world, the Dolphins of the world. Now, what may give the Ravens problems are another good defensive team like the Browns, or you know what I mean, team like that who can really play defense and get in the box with you, and we can win a 10-13 game. We cool with that. See, that's the type of team that the Browns are, and that's the type of team that the Ravens probably want to try to avoid going into the playoffs. But as of right now, man, I see the Baltimore Ravens going to the Super Bowl easily out of the AFC. I know Kill's going to be in his feelings, but Mahomes just don't have the help. And it's just being honest. He's being real. Mahomes don't have the help. And I know he
right now, they wouldn't even get a first round bye. They be in the
wild card.
Playing a wild card, man.
They would have to travel to Cleveland. No, Baltimore's winning that division. The Dolphins will win the second division. They would probably go play Jacksonville.
Woo.
That's another team that can get in the box and say, hey, we'll win this game 13-10, or we'll win this game 16-10. So say all that to say, man, and the Chiefs have a good defense too. I'm not sitting here saying that they don't, but we've seen the Chiefs defense get had in ways that we haven't seen some of the other defenses get had.
We're starting to see
they got Jones, but if you run away from Jones, you're taking him out the game. Chris Jones is a beast. He's a monster. But if you run in the opposite way, it ain't too many plays he's gonna make chasing down people. So
what up? What's going on? My Twitter folk.
Yes,
or
sir.
X, whatever the fuck it's called. I still
Yeah,
call that
man.
shit
X.
Twitter.
I call it Twitter too, but Elon Musk will shut you down. So you better call it what it's supposed
Hey man, I'm on my block spree, man. I done got blocked by
What?
Rob Sale, man. Yeah, man, I got coach blocked by the Gator O-line coach, man.
That ain't good to be a diehard Gator fan. You got the coaches blocking you.
I'll be around long after he will.
He's so stupid. Who's this season MVP right now, man? Who you got right now as the NFL's MVP?
God, man. I don't want to say Dak.
Is he that? Is it that though? I mean, as of right now, who else you got?
I mean, Brock had a bad game or two. Brock Purdy.
I mean, Dak done had a bad game of 3. Now let's not do that. Now if that's what we doing, because the Arizona Cardinals made that look real bad.
I don't know, man. I think I would have to go with Dak right now, because I think if you changed a quarterback, I think Dak being out would hurt Cowboys way more than if Brock was out.
I don't know about that one. Because when Brock went out versus Philly last year, we see, but that 49 couldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
So
but
I think the same thing. If you take Dak out of that offense, I don't think it would be the same.
I have to go with Dak right now, but the NFL gods will for sure correct that before the end.
I'm not. It's tough because I always look at the MVP as like not the most valuable player on a team, but like in the whole league, like who is the player that I cut my TV on and want to see, regardless of who they playing? Who would I want to see play? And right now, to me,
Tyreek Hill.
You got to be Tyreek. Tyreek is the guy. If he breaks this record that has been standing, how long Calvin Johnson ain't played now? 20 years? At least 10.
That shit happened back when he was in high school. So
at least 10 years ago.
2000.
At least. So
20.
And then look at the record itself. This is not an easy record to break. This record ain't even predicated on you and what you're doing. You're relying upon somebody else to throw you the ball. You're relying on somebody else to get the ball to you. So Tyreek Hill would be the name for me. But if it is going to be a quarterback-driven award, to me it's between Brock and Dak. But do we count the head-to-heads? Because if that's the case, then I'm going to have to go with Brock Purdy. I know the numbers. The numbers are very similar between the two. It's not too much separation when it comes to numbers wise, but I don't know. Dak, I don't want to disrespect Dak and the Cowboys fans, but at the same time, we've seen what Dak would do and when it comes to January. So this is not just a September through December award. If it was, we'd probably give it to Dak. We'd go ahead and sign his name.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Name. We'll hand it to him, give him a big trophy presentation. But the fact that it counts January 2 in this award, I don't know. I got to see what we were talking about because Dallas is just notoriously known for falling apart.
And that's what we all know. Like, we all know that Dallas is going to win 12, 13 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to look great. They'll have parts where they look bad. And you're like, okay. And then playoffs come around. They may win that first round, but that second round, it's a wrap. Like, we just know.
Yeah.
The same way we know that the Chiefs, we expect them to catch fire. Like, starting like maybe this week, this is when you be like, all right, they about to get going.
That wick might be wet. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Looking kind of shady. All right, bro, let's get these games in for the day, man. Tell me what you think about some of these games. You got the Falcons at the Panthers. What you think?
Falcons.
Yeah, Bryce Young does not look like he. I didn't expect him to come out and win 10 games. Don't get me wrong, nothing like that. But you expect to see flashes of, the greatness that you.
I didn't.
You think he's going to have as a number 1 overall pick, and I don't even see the flashes with the kid.
I didn't.
I don't know if the team around him is just really, really that bad.
Absolutely.
They just don't.
They don't got nobody, bro. They took
Adam Thielen. Yeah, that's the only person I know.
They took the biggest drop in probably production in like a year to like year thing. Like even last year, it was like, all right, like they had like little points. You be like, oh, then you like, oh, like Darnold was the quarterback. Was it Darnold last
Yeah,
year?
Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. So it was like he looked good, and then they like won like 5, and then they lost 2, and then they won 1, then they lost like 5. And you be like,
And that
all
was
right.
with DJ Moore, CMC.
Then they traded him
decent
last year,
defense.
CMC last year in the middle of the season, and I was like, oh.
Then they traded DJ Moore to the
And I was
Bears.
like, and then they didn't get nobody. That's the thing. Like you trading these guys, and then you getting picks, or you getting 3rd round picks for DJ Moore. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, they handed Chicago a Pro Bowl, All Pro wide receiver, which is crazy because they don't grow those on trees. So the fact that you just handed them over for nothing is crazy. But I mean, It is what it is. We know how it is. You got the Bears at the Browns. The Buccaneers at the
Packers.
The Chiefs at the Patriots.
Chiefs.
The Giants at the Saints.
Yeah.
He couldn't even say that was straight, yo. Because the Giants went into Green Bay and beat the Packers.
Right. Man, I hate seeing Carr.
The car is trash. I'm sorry. Where I watched him live, with the Saints and Falcons when they played, and I don't know if it's him or if he's just his arm just ain't functioning. Like he be wanting the ball to go to the right place, it just won't get there. Either it's too high or it's in the dirt.
Yeah,
no in between.
Yeah, there's no in between with my man's. Now I'm gonna have to go with the Giants on this one, man.
I'm going with the Giants. Okay. Was that it? No, I think we got 2 more games. The Jets at the Dolphins. And Tyreek is limping now. So Sauce versus Tyreek. That's the matchup everybody wants to see today. Sauce versus Tyreek.
I think the Jets gonna get him, man.
You going with the Jets today? You like old Zach Wilson today to be out there spinning that thing?
Woo. It ain't so much that I like Zach. I like the Jets defense to wake up a little bit. And I just don't trust the Dolphins in December, man. Like it gets to a point where it's like you believe them and you just keep looking stupid. It's just like, yo.
I'm with you.
You know what?
There's a couple of games here that might be kind of interesting too, though. You got the Titans hosting the Texans, but the Texans are without CJ Stroud today. He's still in concussion protocol, I think. I haven't looked. I haven't got up this morning to look at anything to see if he's been cleared. But as of the latest that I know, CJ Stroud wasn't playing today.
I'm gonna go with the Titans.
They looked good last week. They beat. Who did the Titans beat last week? And we weren't expecting them to win, but they actually looked.
The Dolphins.
Was it the Dolphins that they played? Yeah. Matter of fact, Monday night they came back. Yeah. Will Levis might be for real. Are we talking about Will Levis in the Rookie of the Year conversation, or is it just CJ Stroud?
No, we're not.
CJ Stroud.
He just got the job, 2 weeks ago?
No, man, he's been playing with them now for about 6-7 weeks, bro. Don't do that. He hasn't been winning.
Quarterback? Right. No.
All right, you got the 49ers at the Cardinals, divisional game.
49ers.
The Commanders at the
Rams. Hell no. Ain't nobody gonna stop Aaron Donald over there, man. Aaron Donald might go for 6 sacks.
Yeah, no, for real. I like Sam Howell at the beginning of the year, though, but I just think the whole Washington organization is just not in a good spot right now.
Ron Rivera is the middest coach ever. He is the captain mid, where you ain't gonna get no better than 7-8 wins.
He got it. You got the Cowboys at the Bills, game of the week.
Cowboys, man.
Oh, give me the Bills. It's cold. They got the snow and ice falling up there. Give me the Bills.
They get that Leonard Fournette rolling. I
think they got Fournette up there.
I'm still go with the Cowboys, but I don't feel very confident in it. For all the reasons we just said.
The over-under is 49 points. You think they get over that together or under that?
Under.
Under 49?
Under that. Yeah.
The Bills are favored by 2 points.
Probably because they're playing at home. That's why. That's
how. NFL.
That's how big that home
gives you a point or point and a half in the NFL already. So
right. So that's why. Because they like, man, that snow them fans.
You got the Ravens at the Jags.
Ravens.
I think they score over 49 points together, 2 kills. It was because that's what 25-24. I see both of them offenses putting up, at least 28, 29, 30.
I'll see what the weather look like.
The Ravens at the Jags.
I'm going with
Sunday night game.
I'm going with Ravens.
They gave the Jags a Sunday night game. I bet we ain't been to the Sunday night at the Jags Stadium since Fred Taylor played. I probably can guarantee you they haven't had a Sunday in that long.
Hey, man. They playing respectable enough.
Tomorrow night, Monday night, Marcus Mariota versus Drew Lock. Eagles versus Seahawks.
Eagles versus Seahawks. Yeah.
So both quarterbacks may be out. They're saying Jalen Hurts has a illness that he can't get over, and they're saying that Geno Elbow is not doing good. So you may have Drew Lock versus Marcus Mariota.
I will take a Eagles team over a Seahawks team.
If Marcus Mariota quarterback, and I ain't going for it, I'm going with Seahawks. If Marcus Mariota is a quarterback, I'm going with other team. He can't even do that right, my boy. So I'm good. Yeah, give me Seattle. I can't do
fly,
it.
Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly.
They done died. Eagle died the last few weeks, so that won't be careful.
Hey man, they still 10-3.
Hey.
Even how bad they look.
All right, man. We running up on time, y'all. Final thought, man. We always trying to come up with something fun, funny, to kind of end the show. When do you tell your kids Santa Claus is not?
You allow
come off the rip and be like, I bought this. Ain't no Santa Claus. Ain't no white man coming in, sticking in my house. Some people let it play out, man. Let the kids hear on their own, learn on their own.
I think
when is the appropriate time, KB, to tell your children, or if you even do, that Santa Claus is not real?
I think you let natural, natural selection happen. Like you just let outside do what it does, and then they come in, they be like, they said Santa isn't real. You like, well, and it also depends on age, right? So like my daughter, like my son broke it to my daughter. Jalen broke it to Ariana. And it was like a year or two ago. And I'm like, she's 6. She's still writing letters to Santa. Like when they're in that one right there, you be like, all right, I'll give you
that's that innocence.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And you just, the older one, when it gets to like 8, you get to that point, it's like, all right, yeah. It depends how deep they are. Like, but I think what we do a lot of, what do you want for Christmas? I'm putting together like we don't play up the Santa's going to be that. No, we don't. We be like, what you want from Amazon? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want on your list? Or you
Amazon, can I just say this? Amazon has killed the whole Christmas and shopping experience because these kids come up with stuff on Amazon, just be sending it to you, and it's like, damn, I can just sit here and order it. I ain't even got to go out and get it and find it no more. Go to one store, they ain't got it. Now I got to go over here across town. All that is dead now. You just send me your wish list and I just pay for it and everything show up.
I'm going to look on there. I'll give me your list and I will select accordingly. Depending on what y'all did this year. But yeah, we don't play up the Santa thing. Like we'll still be like, oh, we want bake Santa cookies. And then they'll be like, Daddy's gonna eat the cookies.
Damn right.
Yeah. I'm like, don't burn them shits either.
So I'm kind of with you. I kind of like you said, let the natural selection happen. I'm never coming in guns blazing like, girl, ain't no Santa Claus. My son, he's 13. He been but my little daughter, she's 8. So she still doesn't believe it. She knows who Santa Claus is, but at the same time, she still be like, oh, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. But
Mom
she
and dad get this.
understands the concept of mom and dad are going to go get this stuff. But she still, like you said, you don't take the innocence away. So when she says something about Santa Claus, I don't shun it or shoot it down. I go along with it and play with it, to a certain extent. But I feel like you should, me personally, I don't want to be the one to tell my kids because I'm coming out of selfishness where it's like, oh no, I bought this stuff. Nah, I don't think you won't think that. I don't think that really is coming from a good and genuine place, and you don't want to kill, like you said, the innocence and the thought process.
The delivery is the cruelest delivery you're gonna get is from another kid. So
that's it.
So when it comes to a cruel delivery, it's usually a kid that's doing it. What up,
TC got the big head.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they made all the big heads.
Yeah, man, I need that.
I thought those were for winners.
Nah.
Damn.
We want some. We don't be disrespectful.
My bad.
I'm gonna let y'all get that shit off. I'm gonna let y'all get off until bowl season's over. Then old season after that, we undefeated till we not. Fuck everybody. Then we're going. But I'm gonna let y'all have your little bowl games. I'm gonna let the season finish. But soon as that last kick is kicked and Ohio State kick wide left, hey, I'm lying.
Ohio State is not in the college football playoff, my boy.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Thank you. KB said you can't really say that until y'all get another win, and they don't play Samson until like week 3.
Nah, no, we play Miami week 1, so we fine. You know what I'm saying? He better take a knee in the swamp. I know that.
They don't take knees in Miami, but at Georgia Tech, I watched it with my own 2 eyes. They gave their game away.
That was crazy. That shit was crazy. That's fine.
I've ever seen the chat so upset. Well, Tony and Gail so upset about anything sports related until that day they did not take that knee. Well, they blame the referee. They say the referee should have overturned the call. That's what they're saying. But I'm kind of like, why even put it in the referees? Whatever. We ain't gonna go back to that.
I don't mind. I don't mind the jokes happening. Bring the jokes. Please bring the jokes. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna let you get your jokes off until the season is over. Then I can come back and I can start lying about next year. I can't start lying. Who wins the
championship, KP?
Ooh, man, I think Bama wins it.
Me too.
Can we talk about this? I think Bama wins it all.
Bama or Texas. Bama or Texas are my 2 picks.
Bama or Texas, correct. Because it's Bama versus Michigan, Texas versus Washington.
Texas is going to blow the doors off Washington. That's just my opinion.
Now, yeah, I think Texas is going to smash Washington. I think Bama's going to smash Michigan. But, man, I don't know, man, because you give yes, man, terrible. I think when you give Saban's one of those coaches, Saban and Kirby, you give them 2 weeks, man, to prepare for a team, bro.
That's a long
I don't think they've ever lost to anybody after a 2-week bye, other than each other. Like them two, like the shit, like I don't know, man.
Knight Rider, what's up, my boy? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I want Washington to win.
Me too. That would be perfect. That would be perfect.
That would be perfect. I don't got to deal with no Bama fans.
We got to hear about Texas fans that's coming into the SEC because they come in here with a title in their hand. They're gonna come in here with their chest out.
They're walking in like Melvin and everybody Jody.
You know that first day of school when you got that fresh book bag ain't nobody else got. That's how they gonna come in this thing.
They walking in that thing like, what up? We here. Watch out. So yeah, I don't need that.
My boy, Night Rider, just like you, KB. KB was up. What the other day? I think it was 8. It was 8:00 his time.
No, it was like 9.
KB said he needed a drink. I said, damn, it ain't even 9:00 yet. KB got dog. My boy Night Rider like that though. He probably up there in Carolina. He followed the Falcons and the Bulldogs, bro. He be traveling. But they're my dog though. They're my dog that hooked me up with P. Troy. That's my boy right now.
Hey man, shout out to him. Next year, I already got the Miami. So I booked up my hotel in Orlando.
Okay.
But
they playing in Orlando?
No, they playing in Gainesville. It's like an hour and some change away.
Oh, that ain't bad. Okay.
It's just the hotel. It's like the hotels are just crazy.
Price. Yeah.
Or it's either like the hotels are like really good and extremely high, or the hotels are like so bad that I'm not sleeping there, bro. Like maybe like back in my early 20s, like, nah, bro, I'm too
Man, you
old.
just gonna sleep for a few hours and then be right back out
bro,
there tailgating at
nah,
the
man,
game.
I've made enough. I made it just enough to live to be a little bit more comfortable.
Bro, say, hey, I ain't living like that no more.
Hey, man, I didn't came up just a little bit enough to be like, nah, I need a couple stars on my joint. But I'm gonna stay in Orlando because one of my homeboys lives in Orlando.
Yeah, man, Airbnb,
so
man.
There,
yeah, I'll do Airbnb, man.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, just we can do Airbnb in Orlando, but I got the hotel because when black people playing.
Now they talking about going to the
Miami Florida
game next year.
Kickoff.
It's gonna be. You say it's in Orlando or it's in Gainesville? No, y'all got a home game, right?
August 31st. Yes, sir. 7 p.m. in the Swamp.
I'll be down there in my red and black. You know what I mean?
But look, I had to book the hotel.
I
had to book the hotel because you know how black people be, and I needed to get it now before I get down. I'm like, well, actually, I can't.
I
can always cancel the hotel the day before, and if we get an Airbnb, cool. But then they also coming to Texas and Austin, and I'm going to drive down there. It's a 3-hour drive each way.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna drive down to Austin. Go to that game day in there, and then
don't wear the wrong orange out there.
Bro, I'm wearing my Gator shirt, bro. I was there. I got a picture of me in front of they.
I remember that.
Throwing the horns down, dog. Come on, man. I wear my Gator gear. It is what it is.
Yeah, Kale's coming. He'll be in Georgia in January. He's stationed back in the GA. So, but it's almost kickoff time. I got to go get stuff together. I got to set some lineups. DraftKings contest hit me up. I got a DraftKings contest out there. I'm about to throw out there. Probably for the 4:00 games. The 1:00 slot, we only got 3 minutes or 5 minutes to get that in. So, you guys know what's going on. Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. Go to YouTube. Run those subscribers up on YouTube. That's what we're trying to do. We can take this thing to another level. KB, man, what you got for him, man?
That's it, man. Just like, comment, subscribe, man. Rewatch it, share it. Give me your thought. My Gators that have watched, man. Tell me what you want from Billy. Tell me if you want a new coach or if you're willing to stick with Billy, just what you want him to change. I don't mind sticking with Billy.
Hell, me either. No,
I don't mind sticking with Billy, but he got to get an OC.
Don't change Billy.
That's it. He got to get an OC.
Plays. No,
buddy.
Hell no. Keep it the same, Billy. Don't let them make you fold. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the program going.
Billy don't follow me because if he did, I'd have been blocked by now too. So
you gonna stop tagging it, man.
I only tagged him one time. I tagged him one time.
We trying to get Billy on the show.
I only tagged Billy one time, and it was a positive conversation. It was a positive tweet. I tagged Billy, and I said that he should hire
coaches in the NCAA.
I said that he should look at the defensive line coach from Illinois, and Chris Beatty, my high school coach, that he coaches with the Chargers right now, that wide receiver coach. You think Dan Mullen nice? Chris Beatty, legendary. But yeah, man, that's it. That's all I got. I got to go Gators.
Don't call no wheel routes when we play them. I'm moving.
They don't tell Florida State that.
When they ain't got the horses to call them wheel routes, I ain't even worried. Florida State might get beat 55-15.
You know that meme where it's like the guy beating up the other person sitting there watching. Boy, that is. We sitting. Oh, you wanted that? I'm sitting back watching, boy.
I know we're trying to get out of here. Did you see the Florida State has filed a lawsuit? In the state of Florida and Florida State have filed a lawsuit saying, and they included us, so I appreciate that. But they were saying that we need to be playing 5 versus 6, and then let Texas and Bama play, and then the winner of those 2 teams go up and play them. They trying to get the playoff expanded now instead of waiting till next year. That's what the lawsuit is saying. I'm
sorry that y'all went undefeated and y'all feel like
it wasn't me though. Oh, you talking about?
I'm sorry to Florida State fans, and sorry, y'all lost. Y'all look disgusting, and thank you. We made y'all look.
They need to blame it on that boy that broke Travis' leg. That's who they need to be suing.
They blame it on them. They blame it on us because we made y'all look disgusting.
The BC?
Yeah.
BC.
What was it?
Was it playing BT or Virginia? I can't remember. Whoever
can't remember
Florida
who
State
that
was playing, that's who they need to be suing. You know they're
but
taking
yeah.
that tackle out of the NFL now though.
Yeah, hey man. At the end of the day,
Next year it'll be out, brother.
bro, he's got a year. Nah, I ain't gonna crack that joke. But
Nah, he ain't.
yeah,
coming.
man. Florida
He's done.
State
He
gonna go up
He
there.
already put out that little letter that you know they like them write them long letters. He already put that out. He going pro now.
Oh, he ain't got no choice.
Where
he's
gonna be what, a 5th round pick maybe?
He can go start selling cars now.
You can't say that nowadays because you got 3rd round picks starting. You got 7th round picks like Brock Purdy in the game. So you can't say that.
Go start selling them cars now.
Well, you have to be able to stand up and walk around the parking lot.
No, you don't.
He can't wheel around the damn dealership.
He need to learn from somebody. He can go learn from the other Florida State guy, one of them Miami guys that was supposed to be good and
DJ man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jake Garcia, whoever, Ken Dorsey.
Plummer, Planker, what they do? They play for the Vikings. Florida State have put a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. Now, don't do that.
Yeah, man.
James Winston.
A couple of the Miami quarterbacks, he can go.
They ain't got ain't no Miami quarterbacks in
wherever Brad Kaya work at, he can go.
Big Ben was the best quarterback Miami ever had. He didn't even go to their school. He went to Miami, Ohio. So
right, or he can be with Jameis on the sideline, turning up the T. Man,
hey man, you come to the A, baby. We gonna party. We might not win the game, but we gonna party.
Hey.
That's what we gonna
do. All right, man.
All right, y'all. We out, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share this as well, man. Put it out there. Let the people in the world see what's going on. They need this in the world, Craig.
They need it. Put it in their veins. We out of here. Until next time.
Appreciate you joining, Jeremy. Hit that share button for me.
We out of here.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.